YouTube, welcome to my video on YouTube. YouTube, welcome to my YouTube video. I just got a new mic in the mail, and you can't see it because it's a mic, so it's up there, but I got a new mic, so I wanted to talk and use it in a video. So we're going to be talking about skateboarding with my new mic. So I haven't totally thought of what I'm going to title this video yet because it's sort of covering like a wide variety of topics, but it's mainly about how to get over the fear of skateboarding in general. So like, if you've only ollied a 2-stair, this video is to like help you get over the fear of ollieing a 4-stair. And if you've only ollied a 10-stair, this video is to help you get over the fear of ollieing a 15-stair. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not applying to one certain thing, it's applying to pushing yourself and how to feel comfortable pushing yourself. So I've had a few other videos about like skateboarding mentality and like how to get over the fear of doing rails or how to get over the fear of ollieing bigger gaps. But this video is sort of wrapping all that, bundling all together into one video. So this is pretty much just how to like overcome fear in general and push yourself harder while being safe about it. So one of the main reasons I'm making this video is because not only I got a new mic, which is the actual main reason, but the other main reason is because I just watched We Are Blood. I don't know if you know what that is, but you probably should if you skate. It's like the new skate video everyone's raving about. It's the best thing ever. I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. But seriously, We Are Blood is a great skate video. I've never actually bought a skate video before, and I've heard great things about We Are Blood, so I went out and bought it, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. So the reason I'm talking about We Are Blood is because watching that video legitimately made me better at skating within one day. I couldn't do 5 tricks that I had been wanting to do for a while. I watched that video, and after I watched the video, drove to the skate park and did those 5 tricks in a line. And the reason that We Are Blood helped is what I'm getting into right now. This is going to be really hard to explain, so I'm going to do my best, but as you know, because I've talked about this in my other videos, is that skateboarding is a huge percent mental and not that much physical. I forget the ratio I said, but I'm going to go with like 75-25. 75% mental, 25% physical. That might have been different in another video, but that's what I feel right now. A huge thing for me was not being able to do tricks because I knew they were possible, but like I didn't think they were possible for me to do. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like I knew people could do the tricks obviously because it's skateboarding and someone can do everything, but I didn't really think that like physically I could do that trick. It just didn't make sense in my head when I thought about it. My voice just cracked really bad. Much better. What helps me get better at skating is realizing what other people can do, because like in my mind, like this is what goes through in my mind. One of the tricks I was trying in that line was back 180 switch crook or switch 5-0. I don't know, like, you know, I don't know, look at the video. And I was having a lot of trouble with it. I'd always go into nose slide, or I like would get in, slip out, and I just couldn't figure it out. So after watching We Are Blood, I don't even know if they did that trick. Like that doesn't pop up in my head, but knowing that people can do that trick, like Nigel Houston can kickflip into that trick, and he can do it down like 20 stair rails, you know what I mean? So it's like, knowing that other people can do that trick on such crazy things made me like mentally realize like, oh, this is possible and it's easy for other people, so why can't it be easy for me? It's really helpful to get that mentality in your head, whereas everyone can do what trick you're trying. I don't want to say everyone because I don't know what you're trying. You might be trying like hard flip El Toro, in which case no one's done that. But you know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, everyone's probably done the trick that you're trying to do. So you have to realize in your head, someone else can do it, so why can't I do it? We're both human, we both have muscles, and all it is it's a matter of mentality, you know what I mean? So that little bit of advice may or may not help you. That could help you a lot, like it helped me, or it could just go straight through your brain, because everyone's brain works differently. So I just thought I'd give you that piece of advice because that helps me a lot, just realizing how crazy some people are at skateboarding, and like taking that and applying that to your own brain and being like, okay, if they can do that, then I should be able to do this, right? So maybe that helps you, maybe it doesn't, but on to the next part. I don't watch skate videos a lot. I watched like Pretty Sweet and We Are Blood. Those are like the 2 big skate videos I've ever watched. I've watched like, you know, like every now and then like some barracks videos or other stuff like that, but I don't spend a lot of my time watching videos. But I'm going to soon, because after watching skate videos, 90% of the time, I learn a new trick afterwards. And if I don't learn a new trick afterwards, I feel more confident skating afterwards. And that sort of all ties back to the fact that like, wow, these people are gnarly. And I'm like, this is gnarly, this is me, so why can't I like slowly move closer to gnarly, you know what I mean? So it's like, watch gnarly people skating, and just mentality wise, that's gonna get you better at skating slowly. Also, this video is like based on my brain only because I haven't like talked to anyone else about this, so I'm sharing it with you guys now, but everyone's brain works differently. This may like make the world of difference to someone and not do anything for someone else. So you have to like think about your own brain. That's weird because your brain's like what thinks about itself, but try to think about your own brain and figure your own brain out and figure out what works for you. Like, weird things could help you out. Things that you wouldn't think at all would help. So just experiment with like watching videos. Like if you want to learn kickflips, watch 100 videos of different people's kickflips to see how different people do it, and then experiment with your foot position and trying to copy one person or the other person, you know what I mean? So you could try focusing on a bunch of different videos of one trick, or you could try like watching one pro's kickflip, you know what I mean? So it's like you have to figure out what your brain needs to like progress at skateboarding. So now, getting over the fear of things, that also ties back to the realizing how gnarly other people can be. So this may or may not help you, it could actually unhelp you, so be warned, but think of the worst case scenario. So if you're trying to like practice kickflipping a six stair, think of not like the worst case scenario, because there's always that like terrible death scenario that could happen, so block that out of your mind, but think about like realistically what's the worst that could happen. For the most part, if you're trying like kickflip a six stair or even like a 10 stair, like it's really not that bad of repercussions that could happen. So you have to realize like, okay, people have like eaten shit trying the gnarliest tricks and gotten back up and been fine. So you should be fine. Like, even if you do fall on whatever trick you're trying, you're probably gonna be fine and be able to get up and do it again. And the reason I say that could help or unhelp you is because sometimes thinking of the worst case scenario can like totally mess you up and like get in your head and not help at all, which is actually my scenario. So I try not to think about that, but I try to like kind of in between those two things. Like, don't think of worst case scenario, but don't block it out completely. I just think about like logically what could happen, and most of the time like 30% of bad things could happen and like 70% of good things could happen, and that 30% of bad things isn't even that bad. So logically, like, just think about this scenario and what could happen, and for the most part you'll be fine. That'll totally boost your confidence. My camera battery is bleeping red, meaning it's gonna die soon, so I'm just gonna sum up this video and wrap it up. Watch skate videos. That pretty much has no negative effects, and it can only get you better at skateboarding. And even if it doesn't get you better at skateboarding, you watched a sick video, so there's no bad things about it. And I'm almost promising you that watching skate videos will get you better at skateboarding if you really like take in the tricks that everyone's doing and you're like, wow, that was insane. And realizing how insane those tricks are will make you be able to do less insane tricks, but they're still insane for you. You know, it's all based on skill level. So it's like they're doing gnarly things for their skill level, which can make you do gnarly things for your skill level, because that's less skill levelier than they are. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense at all? Also, evaluate your situation when you're trying a new trick, whether it be stairs, rails, gaps, anything bigger than your comfort zone. Just evaluate the situation. Like, alright, like, there's grass on this side of the rail, so if I fall that way I'll be fine. Or like, it's only a six stair, so it can't be that bad. And obviously, like, don't like jinx yourself. Like, don't say like, I'm not gonna fall, because I believe in that stuff. Like, that could jinx me. But just like evaluate it logically. Work with your brain to figure out what works for you. So if thinking of the worst case scenario helps you, great, do that, because probably it won't happen. And if that doesn't help you, then don't think about it, but think about like all the good things that could happen. You really just have to like work with your brain and figure it out. So that was a lot of rambling on in one video, and that either could have helped you a lot and like opened your mind to the possibilities of your own brain and like progressing in skateboarding and getting over fear, or that could have just sounded like a bunch of nonsense that didn't help you at all and you probably wished you didn't watch this video. So if you like this video and you think that it actually helped you, then click like and leave a comment saying thank you or whatever, I don't care. And if it didn't help you, then just don't like it, I guess. I mean, you could still like it just to be nice, but I want to know like actually if this helps some people, because this is just my brain and I don't know how many people think like me, so it'd be kind of cool to hear some feedback on it. So like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All those things are in the description, and the outro coming up soon. So thank you and goodbye.